Hello, welcome to the David Podcast and Ashley and Jason Podcast Show. Once again, for the power of the internet. How are you guys today? Welcome once again to another episode. Well, it's been a while since I filmed. It's been a busy week. We had a lot of things to do this week. Just been working and going through a lot of things. Had my meeting with my neighbor this a couple weeks ago. So there's been a lot of things going on. We had the Special Olympics game this week. And we also had a video a few weeks ago that we filmed. I'm sorry, we haven't been filming lately. Jason's been working, dealing with his mother's death. Ashley and Jason work a lot. I work a lot, so we just don't have a lot of time to film. We had a Special Olympics game this past Saturday. The last time you guys saw us on video was a few weeks ago. I just want to say Zerger sent me a message recently about reaching 500 subscribers on this channel. That is a great goal I like to reach on this channel. It would be a great thing to reach 500. We already have 128 people watching. I decided not to go live as much as I used to because people don't really watch the live streams. So I just record again because people really don't watch my live streams. They like the recording better. So I'm not going to go live anymore because nobody really watches the live streams. So I gave up on going live. But Zergo wants me to reach 500. That's a good goal I like to reach. I would like to reach 500 subscribers. That is my goal. That's something I'm reaching for. I would love to reach that goal. As you know, on this channel, we talk about God. We talk about WWE and other sports like Patriots and Celtics, and also football and basketball, and the Special Olympics as well, which I'm very interested in. I love Special Olympics, Massachusetts. And I would love to reach 500 subscribers on this channel. That would be a great goal for me to reach. Or maybe 1,000 would be much better. But 500 would be good for now. So if anybody likes to subscribe, please subscribe to the channel. I know we don't film much. I'm sorry we haven't done that. I'm going to be getting more videos out to you as much as I can this week. Let's get into it. The Royal Rumble. Well, the Royal Rumble, I would have to say I'm very shocked that Cody Rhodes won. A lot of people said that Gunther was going to win the Royal Rumble. I'm very shocked that Cody won, and I'm happy that Cody Rhodes won, and I'm glad that Gunther did not win. I love Gunther. I'm not going to say he's not. He's one of the greatest intercontinental champions in the WWE history. Gunther is excellent. Gunther should be on top of the list on one of the greatest intercontinental champions in history. He's up there with Honky Tonk, the Ultimate Warrior, Bret the Hitman Hart, one of the Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Macho Man. He's up there. Gunther is a great wrestler. My hat's off to him. He was one of the last people in the Rumble with CM Punk and Cody Rhodes. And Cody outlasted a lot of people. He was 15 this year, not number 30. The crowd wasn't into it. JD said it was kind of mellow. It was mellow. It wasn't a Royal Rumble to enjoy. It didn't feel like the Royal Rumble. JD was right. It didn't feel like a Royal Rumble. It was stale. It was kind of boring. The action didn't really pick up until CM Punk and Cody came to the ring. It kind of felt like WWE took their hand off the gas pedal and didn't really do anything with the pay-per-view. There was no mid-card matches. I felt like the crowd wasn't into it in Tampa. 40,005 people not cheering any wrestlers. It felt like the crowd wasn't into it. I don't know, you can watch the pay-per-view and you tell me your opinion. But I didn't feel like it was a Royal Rumble that I remember. It felt like the crowd wasn't into it. Nobody was cheering the wrestlers. CM Punk and Cody, that's when the crowd got into it. When CM Punk and Cody came out, that's when the wrestling started picking up. The last three in the ring were Cody, Gunther, and CM Punk. And Cody did win. Cody is going to WrestleMania. He's going to finish his story with Roman Reigns. He already said it. He's going to challenge Roman Reigns. People think it's going to be The Rock. Get over it. It's not going to be The Rock. The Rock is not going to WrestleMania. It's going to be Roman and Cody. Everybody knows that that's the way it's supposed to be. And everyone's saying, oh, it's going to be The Rock. He's on TKO. He's the border. No, he isn't. It's not going to be The Rock and Roman. Get over it. It's Cody. Cody won the Rumble. He's going to WrestleMania. Get over it. Get over it. Stop writing on Twitter that it's going to be The Rock. It's not going to be The Rock. It's Cody Rhodes. Cody won the Royal Rumble. Cody is going to WrestleMania. I don't know what to say. You people think it's going to be The Rock. It's not. The Rock ain't going to WrestleMania. Maybe next year he will, to face Roman. I'll get a Punk in a minute. Maybe next year he'll go to face Roman. But not this year. No freaking way it's going to happen. It's not going to happen. They're going to build to that match, like JD said. They're going to build to that match with The Rock and Roman. They're going to make that match happen. But they want to build a storyline to that match. Triple H knows what he's doing when he writes storylines, guys. And you guys are asking questions like Sam Rapp and all those idiots all those geeks on YouTube who say, well, it should be The Rock. No, it's not going to be The Rock. The Rock is not going to do it until a storyline is put in place. It's Cody. Cody won. He's going to WrestleMania to face Roman. Get over it. He's going to beat Roman Reigns for the Universal title. Roman's title reign ends this year. It's over. The 3 years is over. The tribal tree falls at WrestleMania 40. That's the way they're going with this story. Cody is finishing it. The Women's Royal Rumble. Bayley won. I'm very proud of Bayley. There were a lot of surprises in the Women's Royal Rumble. I forget the woman's name for the Knockouts TNA champion. I'm learning, guys. I'm learning. Tia Knox, that's her name. And Naomi returned. Yep, Jason, Naomi is back. I was happy to see Naomi return to the WWE after Vince McMahon and friggin' People Power John Laurinaitis got rid of her. But I'm glad to see Naomi back in the WWE after what Vince McMahon and John Laurinaitis did to her and Sasha Banks. I'm glad to see Naomi's back because Naomi did a very fantastic job. She lasted an hour in the Women's Royal Rumble. I enjoyed the women's more than I enjoyed the men's. I did. I really did. I'm sorry. I did. I'm very happy that Naomi returned. Naomi really put a good match on. She lasted an hour and a half. Then she got to fit. Then you see Tia Knox, the Knockouts Women's Champion. And Pat McAfee was there as well. I love Pat McAfee. I can't stand Corey Graves. They have to fire him. He sounds like Garden Grangle. He really does. I can't stand him on commentary. Pat McAfee sounds so much better than Corey Graves. Sounds like Garden Grangle. JR and King sounded better than him. I'm so proud of Naomi returning after what Vince McMahon did to her. Also, Bayley did win. She lasted over an hour and a half, 3 hours and a half. Number 3, and that lasted everyone. I am so proud of Bayley. She deserves it to be in the main event. My hat's off to Bayley. She has come a long way, Bayley. I think she is one of the greatest superstars of the 4-woman horsemen, with Charlotte, Sasha Banks, Naomi, in the women's revolution. She has come along. She's a trailblazer. Bayley. She's been one of the trailblazers in the women's revolution for a long time in WWE. And my hat's off to Naomi. My hat's off to Bayley. I'm so proud of her. Because the fans were picking Bayley to win. I have no disrespect to Becky Lynch, Nia Jax, and also Jade Cargill, who I thought was going to win the Women's Royal Rumble. Actually, when she returned, Jade Cargill came back as well. And I was so happy to see Jade Cargill in the Women's Royal Rumble. She did a very fantastic showing. Her first match in the WWE since Triple H brought her into the WWE. If Vince McMahon was still around, you wouldn't see Jade Cargill getting a push like she is now. Not with Vince around. She came back. She did a great showing in the Rumble as well. I'm very proud of Jade Cargill. She's come a long way in the women's revolution. She really has. And her first showing in the Rumble was excellent. My hat's off to her. She's one of the greatest wrestlers I've ever seen in this generation. And she did a very good showing in the Rumble. If Vince McMahon was there, she would have never got a push. We'll get to Vince at the end of this video. But Jade Cargill did a great showing in the Women's Royal Rumble. I am very proud of Jade Cargill in what she showed in the Rumble. Bayley did win. Now, what's going to go on with Bayley is, I think, where they're going with this, Bayley's going to be kicked out of Damage Control. I think the Kabuki Warriors and the other one there, I forget her name. I'm learning, guys. What the hell is the other one's name? I can't think of her name at this time. God. Well, the other one in the Kabuki Warriors might jump her. Oh, Io Sky. They might jump her and kick her out of Damage Control, and she might fight Io Sky at WrestleMania. And Bayley's gonna be a baby face. I think that's where they're going with the storyline. Bayley's not gonna face Mummy. What's her name? Mummy there. Yeah, Mummy. Rhea Ripley. She's not gonna face Mummy in the Judgment Day. I think she's gonna face Io Sky. She's gonna be a baby face. And she's gonna win the women's title. And she's gonna be a good guy, and she's probably gonna team back up with Naomi for a while. Sasha Banks is not in WWE, she's in AEW. But I think she's gonna team up with Naomi and probably form a tag team with her to take out Damage Control in the summer months to come. Roman Reigns retained the WWE Universal title. That Fatal 4-Way was excellent, but it wasn't that great. Randy Orton, LA Knight, AJ Styles, and Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief. Acknowledge you, Jason. I will not acknowledge the Tribal Chief at all. I hate Roman Reigns. But that's because I'm a fan of Cody. But Roman Reigns did not win the Roman Reigns did win. He had help from Soto Sokoa, like usual. Soto came out and helped Roman. The bloodline is feuding up. Randy Orton did a great showing. There were so many moves in the match. AJ Styles did the Styles Crash to Roman. Randy Orton did his RKOs. LA Knight, I tell you, LA Knight should fight Gunther. That should be the one to dethrone Gunther. LA Knight. LA Knight, man, he's come a long way. LA Knight did a fantastic job in that match. I think LA Knight is going to be the Intercontinental Champion. And I think he's the one that's going to dethrone Gunther. And I think JED is going to call me a geek for it, but I think LA Knight's going to be the one. Because LA Knight's got star power. He's got the enough gift. Look at the ones that have faced Gunther. Chad Gable couldn't do it, which we thought. Drew McIntyre couldn't do it. The Miz, which I knew Miz wasn't going to do it anyways. Gunther beat Miz twice. I already knew the Miz wasn't going to win. I thought Chad Gable would do it. I really did. Miz, not going to happen. Kofi Kingston, no way. Gunther's going to win that, hands down. The only one I think that can dethrone Gunther is pretty close would be Sheamus, or I think Sheamus was been only the closest one, but Sheamus couldn't do it. But now LA Knight. LA Knight and Sheamus would be the only two I would think. And of the three, and also Drew McIntyre. Those three. But they couldn't do it. They came up short. But I really think LA Knight should be the one to dethrone Gunther. Because he's got some griff what they're going to do with him in the storylines to come. I really think LA Knight showed a great showing in that match. Even though Roman Reigns retained, which pissed me off. I'm so sick of Roman Reigns being champion. It's been the last 3 freaking years. I hope Cody takes it off him at WrestleMania, so we don't have to see this anymore. I'm so sick of the bloodline crap. It's driving me crazy. Acknowledge me every damn week. I don't want a part-time champion anymore. I'm sick of it. This has been 3 years too long now. It's got to end. It's got to end, Jason. He's got to be dethroned. He retained. The United States title match. JD said that was one of the best matches on the card. It sucked. It sucked. It did. That's just my opinion. It did. It sucked. It was a mid-card match. It sucked. There was no excitement in that match. Where was the excitement? I didn't see anything. I don't like Logan Paul. I can't stand him. And Kevin Owens, he got screwed with brass knucks from that other idiot. That idiot there, the one A-Town, whatever the frick his name is. The one that fought Pat McAfee at WrestleMania 38. That idiot. Austin Theory and that other friggin' moron that has his talk show all the friggin' time. They interfered. The match sucked. And he gets and Kevin Owens gets disqualified at the end. What did that match prove? The match sucked. It sucked. And a powerbomb from the table. That was exciting. We haven't seen that before. Give me a break. Give me a break, JD. That match sucked. It was the worst match on the card. Best match of the night. Please. The best match of the night. The match sucked. Now we're going to get into CM Punk. I don't know what they're going to do with CM Punk and Seth Rollins' story. This has got to be for the Chamber now in February. Now, CM Punk's going to have a match at WrestleMania for Seth. Gunther's not going to face Seth. It's not going to happen. Gunther could go in the Elimination Chamber match and face all those guys and probably get a chance to face Seth. Here's what I think is going to happen with Gunther and CM Punk for Seth Rollins. We know Cody's not going to face Seth. That's not going to happen. It's Roman. So that's done. That leaves Punk open for Seth. Here's what I think they're going to do. They're going to make an Elimination Chamber match. It's going to happen in February's pay-per-view in Australia. It's going to be, Gunther's going to be in the match. There's no doubt about it, because they got to put Gunther in the match because he was the last one in the Rumble. They have to put Gunther in this. And CM Punk. They're going to build up to this storyline between Punk and Seth. Punk's going to win the Chamber. He's going to win and face Seth. That's going to be the main event at WrestleMania. I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, it's going to be Gunther. It could be Gunther. But it's going to be CM Punk. Because they got to put CM Punk in the main event. He's going to be on night 1 and Cody will be on night 2. That's what I think they're going to go with this. The Elimination Chamber for CM Punk. I didn't think they were going to go that route. I think they were going to put Cody in the Chamber and let Punk win the Rumble. But they're not going that way now. Triple H reverse wheels. Could it be Gunther? Possibility. It could be Gunther. And here's why. Gunther's been Intercontinental Champion for what? Over a year now? Since the longest Intercontinental Champion? Probably of a decade. He could face Seth and take the title off Seth Rollins and relinquish the Intercontinental title. And Punk could face someone else like Stone Cold Steve Austin or a celebrity of WrestleMania and then face later on Gunther in the summer and take the title off Gunther then. That could happen. Or face Cody. What I really think is going to happen is, with the way they're going with this, with Gunther and CM Punk, it's going to be one of those two guys facing Seth at WrestleMania. Because Gunther is in the story now. He's in it. You got to put Gunther in the Chamber. You can't leave him out. You can't do that because it wouldn't make any friggin' sense. Gunther's involved. He was the last one in the Rumble with Cody and Seth before Drew McIntyre was eliminated. Drew McIntyre's out. You could put Drew in the Chamber. You could put Drew in the Chamber, which would make zero friggin' sense to me, because Drew has nothing to do with this. I don't know what the hell they're going to do with Drew McIntyre. They should put him against Sami Zayn or somebody. They could put Drew in the Chamber, but he's not going to win. They're really going to make a big deal about this. Damian Priest now, he could cash in at WrestleMania. That's what I think is going to happen. I really think that they're going to go with CM Punk winning the Chamber and going to face Seth at WrestleMania and dethroning Seth on night 1. And then Cody will win his main event on night 2, like it was last year. So that's what I think is going to happen with Punk. That's my opinion on Punk. Now we get to Vince. There's some accusations came out about Vince sexually assaulting women. We've been through this before on this channel about Vince McMahon. I don't have any disrespect, but I am very disappointed in Vince for what he's done. So many years I've watched Vince in the WWE. I'm disappointed in Vince. Very disappointed to hear that. These are some serious accusations, man, and they're not good. And it doesn't look good for the company. Going into this Netflix deal, WWE building up to be the greatest sports entertainment segment of the year, and Vince McMahon. What can I say about Vince? His father built a dynasty, and Vince crumbled it into the ground with this. He had accusations back in 2022 against him, which he weaseled his way out and got back into the company with the board of directors. And he kept quiet for a while, and now it's out again. He's been removed again. He's not coming back. I don't care how many podcasters around. Everybody supports this guy. I don't support him anymore. I think the man is a pervert, and he should be locked up in prison. Sorry, that's just my opinion. I'm a Christian man, but when you do something like that to women, you sexually assault them and you touch them, and you're a pervert. He's 67 years old. I don't care how old you are. You should know better than that. It was on the news. And the WWE tells people they didn't know about this. That's sketchy to me. They knew about this before the Netflix deal even came through, because The Rock was brought on TKO. And the WWE did not know about this. Give me a break. They knew about this. Triple H knew about it. And he's saying he didn't read about this until the news broke on Saturday? Sketchy to me, man, because Triple H knew before the Netflix deal even came out that they were getting Monday Night Raw. That Vince McMahon was already in trouble with this case. It was all over the freaking news. How do you know Triple H did not know? He could have been watching it with his wife. WWE didn't know. They fired the man. They removed him. Because they don't want their image looking bad. Well, your image is tarnished, Triple H, because your father-in-law is an idiot. Your father-in-law is a pervert. Sorry, Triple H. Apologize, Jason, but Vince McMahon deserves what he gets. Everything. Whatever that is. I'm sorry, I'm being disrespectful, but that's how I feel about Vince McMahon and his accusations. I'm glad he's gone. I'm glad he's removed. But Triple H, you knew about this. WWE's being quiet because they don't want to lose a Netflix deal. I can understand that. They're hot right now. They don't want Tony Khan beating them in the ratings war. I could understand that. But the Royal Rumble was mid-card. It sucked. The only good match out of the Rumble was the women's. The men's was, I don't know, I couldn't really say the crowd was into the men's Royal Rumble until Cody and Punk came out. But they're being quiet about this Vince McMahon thing, and I want to know why. I know why. The Netflix deal. And The Rock. He's part of TKO now. They don't want to lose their deals with all these companies. And in the countries they're going into now, they're getting bigger and bigger, like the Attitude Era. Triple H said it in the press conference. Watch Peacock. How Triple H's reactions when the reporters asked him point blank, "What do you know about your father-in-law's involvement?" He couldn't answer. He said, "I didn't know about it until today." Oh, the company's moving in the right direction. He's avoiding the questions. Why? You know why? Because he's covering for that man. You don't cover for that man. That man deserves everything he's getting, Triple H. I wouldn't cover for my father-in-law. I don't know. It's sketchy to me that Triple H is doing that. I think he's covering for Vince. Jason. I think he's covering for Vince. It's a sad day. Netflix getting Monday Night Raw, the flagship program for WWE. As you guys know, Netflix just required Monday Night Raw, that the deal's not finalized until 2025. I know a lot of people are going to put on it. I know Twitter, X, or whatever the hell you want to call this stupid. I don't even work. That website's toxic to me. People are saying, oh, it's going to be in 2024. No, it isn't. It's in 2025, guys. Please. These geeks online, I don't know what I'm going to... 2024. No, it's 2025, guys. Netflix just required Monday Night Raw. And it's going to be starting in 2025. I don't know the date yet. Nick Khan just signed a $25 million deal. I didn't know about it until I went to work on Tuesday. JD talked about it on TNT. You can check it out on his channel. Monday Night Raw's been around for a long time on network television. Everything's going to streaming. Do I think this is a good move for WWE? It's hard to say because USA is a network that pays for WWE advertising, the commercials and everything. Now, Netflix is going to require a lot of the library. Like, the WWE Network is on Peacock. That is also owned by NBC Universal, which is USA is also owned by NBC Universal, I believe. So, if they move out of their deal with NBC Universal, Netflix could get the rights to the WWE Network as well. That means all the pay-per-views, like WrestleMania, Saudi Arabia, all those pay-per-views could move over to Netflix in 2025. Because Netflix deal ends in 2026 with WWE as well. So everything's going to be probably moved over to Netflix in the next 2 or 3 years from now, or a year from now. Do I want to play for another Premium Plus? I'm tired of this shit. Why can't it just stay on Peacock? Which you're only paying $11.99 for it. Now you're going to move to Netflix and pay another $11 freaking dollars. Plus you're paying for Monday Night Raw. And SmackDown's going to USA when Fox pulls out. and NXT's going to CW. So they're still going to be on TV. Makes no sense to me. Why don't you just keep Monday Night Raw on USA Network? Why move it to Netflix? I don't understand it. The flagship program, it's been on USA since 1993. Why would you want to change that? Makes no sense to me. I think Netflix, they're losing money because their movies that they have on there suck. But I've been on Netflix and they're fucking, excuse me language, shoot. They're friggin', their library is terrible. Their menu does not work, and their app is terrible. It doesn't work, and it freezes a lot. I've noticed that about Netflix. And the movies they show are old. They're old. There's nothing new on there, except the series are good, like Cobra Kai I watch, or Strange Things, which I haven't watched in a long time. I watched Strange Things in a long time. But that's the only thing that's good about there is their series. Other than that, the documentaries are great. But they freeze. I've noticed that about Netflix. And if people go over to Netflix and Monday Night Raw starts, when you stream, you can't freeze. People don't want commercials. That's what they're sick of. Ads. I don't like ads. I just mute them. I don't even listen to them. And when the ads are over, you go back to the action. Big deal. If you go to a live event, you see it live. What do you expect USA to do? Not put on commercials? Commercials pay for advertisement. Netflix going to have ads, believe me. Even if you stream, you're going to have ads. It's kind of like when you go to Tubi or if you go on Roku, you're going to get ads. It's just the way it is because it's a free app. You get free movies. You're going to get ads with the free movie. Say if you want to watch a movie like a horror movie that you haven't seen in years on Tubi and you're streaming it. Someone says, oh, why are there ads on it? Because Tubi cannot stream a free movie without ads. The ads pay for the app. It's the same thing with Roku. Roku sometimes streams free movies with ads, but the ads pay for the movie, and the ads pay for the network. It's the same thing with Tubi or any other platform, except for Peacock or HBO Max or Paramount Plus or any of those streaming networks, or also Amazon Prime. They don't have ads, and people pay for those. And Disney Plus doesn't have ads. Those ones don't have ads. Then you can watch that for nothing, and there's no ads during the movie. And people are paying crazy money for those. I have them. I have Hulu. I have HBO Max. I have YouTube TV. I have Disney Plus. I have all those, and I'll tell you they're expensive. And Peacock as well because of the W Network, but they're expensive. And you're paying an arm and an ass. Excuse me. You're paying a lot of money for it. And it's very expensive. Streaming is the way to go now because a lot of people are streaming instead of watching movies like they used to on regular cable. They're going to streaming. Like YouTube TV is a streaming platform. Everyone is streaming now. It's not the way it used to be anymore on TV. TV's a thing of the past. Streaming's where it's at. People stream more than they watch TV anymore. That's why WWE wants to go for streaming instead of TV. That's the way I look at it. But with this Netflix deal and Vince McMahon's accusations, I don't know if Netflix is going to pull out or not. We'll see what happens. I hope you guys enjoy this channel. And, you know, we're going to talk more about God and godly things. And I will see Ashley and Jason soon. I promise you. We'll bring another video out to you guys when we're together again. But we don't get together as much because, you know, it's hard. You know, Jason works, I work, Ashley works. I want to get a video out to you guys when we're at Special Olympics. I really want to do that. I want to film. So I promise you I will bring that to you again. So I hope you guys enjoy this video on the Royal Rumble review. We talked a lot about Vince. 40 minutes, jeez, what a long time. Like, subscribe, comment, and don't forget, put Jesus first. Bye for now, guys. And I love Special Olympics, Massachusetts. Bye for now. Thank you, Special Olympics, Massachusetts.